Hey everybody, this is Scott. 3 minutes or less video, and right now the series of videos I'm going to try to do is going to be regarding business plans, and obviously our business plan and how we put ours together. Now, this doesn't mean that ours is right. Obviously, there are some things that we could have improved upon, and I'll try to talk about those as well as we're talking about these videos. If I leave something out, I apologize, but please do respond or at least interact a little bit. If you have questions or concerns, or maybe just a little tidbit you'd like to throw in there, I would appreciate that as well. But this is to hopefully help some of the people that have questions about doing some business plans. I'm just giving an example. So you can definitely use ours as an example. And I'll get right into it here because we don't have a lot of time. The first thing that I wanted to talk about or back up and go to was our introduction, the business plan, because that's obviously going to be one of the most important, if not probably the most important part of your business plan, with the exception of some numbers and quotes and bids and projections if it's the bank that you're talking to. And the reason I bring up the introduction is, and talk about that being the most important, because you definitely need to grab the attention of whoever is reading it and inspire them to believe that your idea is good. Because if you don't do that, then you're pretty much wasting your time. You definitely have to figure out a way to grab their attention, as I mentioned, and it could be anything from paying somebody to make it look professional. It could be the type of wording you use, the type of fonts you use, the type of graphics, if you do have some graphics in your plan. Um, we did not do that at first, so I know looking back now, we could have definitely made ours more professional. This is the introduction page. We actually did have two cover pages in front of this that I just was not going to show just for certain reasons, but and it did have some graphics on it, but looking back now, I know we could have definitely improved. But one of the things I did right away in our business plan was talk about the type of business that we wanted to be. And I think that's important to let people know right off the bat, because obviously if you're going to sit down and talk to somebody, they do want to know what is it that you're talking about, what is it you're trying to accomplish, what are you trying to be. And what we tried to tell everybody we were going to be is basically an upscale restaurant and pub that served lunch, dinner, and late night appetizers. And our target market for an age group is going to be 25 to 45. We told them that we were going to serve food, we were going to serve beer, wine, and other beverages, and food would be approximately 40 to 45% of our sales. And we talked about the square footage and how big that was going to be. We talked about our capacity. The other thing we talked about was some of our specials and just briefly what types of different beer we would have, and if we would have happy hours and late night hours, and what our hours would consist of. And that is just the type of business that we started out with real briefly in our introduction. This is the first video of the introduction stage of our business plan. Thanks.